Whoops. Interesting. It just put me on this here thing, huh? That's fine. That's fine. All right, let's get into the game, brothers. Let's go ahead and get into it, brothers. Not sure how long I'll be able to last. I'm tired. I had a long weekend, brothers, let me tell you. So we already whipped this guy's ace, and I'm not sure where to go next, essentially is where I'm at. That's where I'm at. I do not know where to go next. Okay. Let's see here. Yep, back to old Wuchang there, Brer Grim. Let me get this chat fixed because it's not working for me the way I look at it. I think it's not even showing up. That's stupid. I might need to restart my body boy here. Oh, hold on. Having some tech issues, brothers. Hmm. Hmm. Strange. It's very weird, brothers. Now let me try restarting this guy. I need to go to, not that, Jesus Murphy. That's crazy. Let me try that again. Yo, thank you, brother. Christoph, welcome in, brother. I apologize. I'm having a... Try to figure out why this isn't popping up for me. So I can easily see the chatty chats as they come in. That's not wanting to cooperate. Whatever. I'll figure it out later, brothers. Whatever. Whatever. What's up, brother? Brother Real? Devil? What kind of game is this? This is Souls like there, brother. You just got back from a nap? How was your nap? Dang, man. I hate whenever it does this because then I have to look at chat in 16 different locations. That's fine. Jesus Christ. All right. Take me out to dinner first. Lord have mercy. Thank you for that 10 jewel, or whatever that is, brother. Brother Graham, I appreciate you. That's new. Thank you very much. Do something awesome. Do a backflip. How about I play my guitar? Yeah, thank you, brother Devil. Devil. Teleport. I already forgot where I needed to go. Where did I need to go? Wait, maybe this is where I need to be. Interesting. Nice background. Thank you. That works. How was the concert? It was miserable. I'm never going to a fucking country concert again for as long as I live. I don't listen to country. But I wanted to go. Thank you for the 500. The sun balloons. Okay. Yeah, this I've never seen these before, Brer Grim. Thank you. Thank you, brothers. Now he says if you keep going over there, that you cannot return. Oh yeah, that's right. I came over here already because there was the Mr. Panda. Mr. Panda Express was right here. Yo, thank you for the likes, brothers. Dude, what is going on? That explains more. Yeah, he doesn't have nothing. I guess we just could continue. I'm very afraid to progress forward and miss something. You know what I'm saying? That's my only hesitation. Because I don't want to get locked out of an optional boss or whatever. Okay. Fastest spikes on the planet. Let me get going here, and then I'll turn on the guitar. Sorry, no mercy for you. Another option for the secret ending that you missed. If you wanted to share it, Bro Christoph, by all means, you can. Whatever you want to do, my brother. It's a pleasure to have you. Brother's trying to play baseball with us. All right, let's go down the ladder. A lot of stutters tonight. Is not happy with me. Wonder what day's cooking. Zinwu Temple is under siege. Our very existence hangs in the balance. Disciplines of Zinwu Temple heed this urgent call. Return forthwith to defend our hallowed grounds and preserve our Taoist heritage. Okay. Don't want to spoil it, but you missed it. Second option in Bow Castle. You think it's the pinwheel option. Okay. I'll try to keep that in mind, brother. Excuse me. Sorry, brothers, for yawning. I forget. The way she just looks in the camera still freaks me out. But, I can't remember where Bow Castle is. It's creepy, brothers. So weird. Ooh. Last chapter. Okay. That might be where I'm at. Daggone. I feel like my body's falling apart all of a sudden. Ooh. Let's see, where are we at? Okay. So yeah, we need to talk to Grandpa at the altar, and there's 16,000 people down here. Brother Christoph, do you know if I talk to the man sitting on the rock where he says you can't return after doing this, does that like take you to a new location or something? That you literally can't return back to this area if you agree to his words? Talk to everybody. Okay. Oh, Jesus, excuse me. Illegal deeds flourish at Ferry Overlook, hideout for smugglers and slavers. Their vile actions poison our community, corrupting all they encounter. Citizens remain ever vigilant. Trust not the sweet-tongued deceivers that linger at the docks.
After the death of our foster father, Ai Nengqi and Liu Wenxiu led their troops here, bringing nothing but destruction. Now they lie in the ground. Dingguo and I will head to Yunnan and rebuild our forces just as father wished. May our paths cross.
Okay.
May our paths.
He seems like a nice fella.
But who's the traitor? Until I find out, all I can do is wait for them to slip up.
Sun and I are leaving. If our paths cross again, just ask, and you'll have my.
I got 2 more chapters. Okay, good.
Sun and I are leaving.
We'll probably I'm starting to, I'm not even kidding, brothers. I'm like, I feel like I'm about to just fall face first onto my microphone. That's how tired I am. I might, if Swamp Wife doesn't have any plans, which we might, but I might do an earlier stream tomorrow just to progress further in this game, because I'm telling you, brothers, everything on the planet is coming out at the same exact time, is what it feels like. You know what I'm saying? Like everything of intrigue for the remainder of the year is like coming out back to back to back to back to back, and I'm starting to feel like I'm gonna get behind, but I have the need to touch everything. Hashtag not a convicted felon or anything, but hashtag ADHD. Okay. Hashtag I got to put a label on everything about myself to make myself feel better. Hashtag okay, I'll stop. I was trying to make stupid jokes without being offensive. You tired of Zoya, my brother Grim? I appreciate your support, brother. You're one of the of course, Brer Christoph is too. I appreciate both of you very much. I thank you very much for your support, all of you, really. But you two especially, y'all have been fantastic over here on the YouTubes. And of course, Brer Skynet, I can't forget you, brother. Literally popping up on almost every single Twitch stream whenever you can. I am greatly appreciative of all of you, and want to ensure that you brothers do not feel as though you are not appreciated for your support. I got a new toy, by the way, Bro Christoph, that you'll find interesting. There you go. I think that's where I need to go. Let's talk to people, though.
Well, well. Aren't you a vengeful...
Dang, I need a pipe like him.
Off to cross the river, are we? No use trying to stop you, is there? But don't come back crying when you start regretting. There's a nasty demon in that old mansion on the other side of the river. Even devoured the official named Bai.
Who's at my swamp door?
It's tied to you somehow. Though you still have time to turn back. Oh, still determined, are we? Looks like fate's wheel keeps turning, whether we like it or not. Oh, take the boat, if you're set on it. Just bring it back in one piece. If you make it back at all.
Let me see if I need to go first to tip somebody real quick, brothers. Give me 1 second. Sorry, brothers, we're back. What toy? Oh, I'll get to that in 1 second. Oh my goodness. I thought somebody drunk was at my door and I was about to, punch them. Your life's a sad country song. It can't be as sad as the daggum concert I went to last night, brother. It was absolutely terrible. I don't like country. Lost your daggum, brother. Lost your dog. Landlord sold the house I've been living in. So you live at your work. Dang, brother. Is there any type of, you don't have like some type of law that you can follow up with on that landlord situation? Not telling you what to do. Not saying you haven't checked into all that. It's just out of curiosity. I'm sorry to hear that, brother. Especially the losing of your dog. That breaks my heart. Like I'm probably gonna have to take like 6 years off of work and streaming for whenever little Swampy Piper, whenever it's her time. I love that dog. Sweetest little dog I've ever had in my entire life. She was a rescue pup.
There you are at last. Did you find Glutton Matchstick? The ship's almost here, and Pops is urging me to go.
They had her in a
but I won't leave them behind.
puppy
The
mill,
great yonder gang goes together. Or not at all.
and we saved her.
Glut, you've the stomach of 2 men or more, feasting all day long. I hope you'll get to eat your fill up in heaven. It was my fault. I put all my focus on caring for Pops.
Stop crying. There's worse things going on, lady. At least you have somewhere to sleep. What are you... Yeah, I hope you ain't having a stroke or something. The way he's holding his chest, that ain't good.
Our savior, you slew the madam so that we could escape. Seeing you...
Bergram says Swamp Bob was happy, it seemed. Yeah, she was very happy, brothers. I guess I can explain those two things real quick, huh? So the toy that I got, my Brer Christoph and Grim and whoever else is listening, I got a foot controller, a MIDI foot controller. I've never had one. I've never had a foot controller for a guitar in my entire life, really. Okay. So I'm brand spanking new to the concept. But I got it. Relatively affordable. And then I also got the MIDI interface. So that way I can hook it up to a iPad. So instead of spending thousands upon thousands of dollars that I don't have, I can control all the things I need to control for, it was about $100 or so bucks that I saved up. Got it. And now I have it. And it was something I prioritized because of the type of songs that I'm going to be releasing in the next 2 months, really. I need a controller like that because, you know, it gets stressful whenever you have to try to tap the iPad screen to change the effect of your guitar. You know what I'm saying? You lady, you not tired from a country music concert? Okay. Look, no disrespect to any musicians out there or anything like that. Type 1 in chat if you've ever been to a damn country concert. I don't know who has. Owner's cool with you being here. Brought you a mattress. Well, that's sweet of them. Typical rent's $2K for a bed. Found your dog a good home. Brother, stop it, man. You're gonna make me cry, dude. Well, at least she's happy. Yes. Very happy about the MIDI button. Oh, you have been to one Bread Grim. Okay. Well, it's probably a southern thing. I don't know, but they were some of the most unbearable people. I've been to multiple concerts. I've been to a country concert prior to that. They were unbearable there too, but not as bad as this one for whatever reason. They're some of the most disrespectful. They're some of the most disrespectful, unkind, selfish, passive-aggressive people I think I've ever run into are country fans. The sound guy wasn't terrible. It had nothing to do with the music. It was purely that of the people. The people were terrible. The sound guys were mid. I will not say they were perfect. I'll be honest. It was some of the worst sound at a concert that I have experienced in a while. Let's put it that way. So my analysis of the situation is that I believe that they used the first opener. They used him to test the audio. Okay. I can't remember the brother's name, but the way he sung, Kenny Chesney. I got to look at pictures. I'm bad with names. Who's Kenny Chesney? I know the name obviously, but I can't remember what he looks like. Oh, that guy. Dang, he looks weird, don't he? I've never really looked at him. He's a weird looking fella. Anyway, let's put it this way. So, first guy came out. My guesstimation is that they were using him, yes, as a fucking tool to get the sound right for the rest of the bands that came out. So his singing style though sounded like he had a bunch of mothballs in his mouth. So he wasn't very loud, if that makes any sense. It was almost as though he kind of purposely did not get close to the microphone. Like maybe he's homophobic. I don't know. I'm not trying to put marks on anybody or tag anybody as a certain way. I don't know. Okay. So they got it appropriately formatted for the guitars. He didn't have drummers or a bassist out there, just the guitarist and him singing. Okay. They had it good. Now you could hear him and you could hear the guitar because at first you couldn't really hear him. Second guy comes out. All you can hear is him. You can't hear the guitarists. The drums are kind of naturally always there. I don't even remember hearing a bass line. They kind of were using him as a way to get it mixed as well. You know what I'm saying? Because eventually, over time, they realized, yeah, this guy's loud as shit. Let's back it up here. The comment about him, though, that particular guy, I can't remember his name. I'm bad with names, brothers. Like if you use your name as the band name, I'm not going to remember you. But this particular guy, I got like super narcissistic vibes off of him. So why do I say that? You know how whenever you go to a concert, they have the band on stage, obviously. You can see what the other bandmates are doing because they're properly lit. They're properly showcased. Did he use automotive drums? No, he didn't have. It was acoustic. It was pure acoustic for his set. That particular guy. Trying to remember his name. I'm never gonna figure it out. Anyway, so usually they have the band pretty well showcased, right? And sorry, Barry Graham, I had the wrong chat window open. I was wondering what happened to you. Rob Morgan, okay, I know who that is. You hate bad audio, it would have been insane. Don't fault you for saying it was abrasive. Yes. So the band was not lit at all. No lights on them. You couldn't hear them. All you could hear was a singer. Singer sounded fine. You know, he sounded like he sounds on his recorded songs. But got very narcissistic vibes off the singer because the spotlight was on him and he didn't care that the band wasn't getting attention. He didn't even have the guitarist or bassist or anybody really come out onto the main stage because the way it was set up is it was a T stage where, you know, it goes out into the pit and it has one side that they can walk to and then the other side and then they can walk back to the main stage. So it's like a little T. If you're up there on the stage looking out into the crowd, it's the shape of a T going into the pit. Then you had one more chica. She came out. I can't remember her name. I think her name's Ella. First name's Ella. And she was okay. But she does not know how to control a crowd. Like I'm talking she'd come out and she, you know how they do the thing in those situations where they're like, okay, how about you guys on this side of the crowd? Let's get you nice and who can be louder? Woo, yeah, oh woo, you guys can get pretty. Oh my goodness, you guys can get pretty loud. And then she did that, but she only focused on the people in the pit. It was an arena filled concert. Sold out. So she didn't acknowledge any of the other people. And I can probably see why, because they were all terrible people. I did not find a single person in that building other than my wife that was a pleasantry to have around. Okay. Last guy was good. Sound wasn't really that mixed. I couldn't understand him, but it's probably, I think he said he's from Alabama, and that really explained everything I needed to know. Anyway, we'll cut that post edit. Anyway, so we're sitting there listening to the song. Yeah, basically anybody that paid that $300 plus on that their ticket, they got the attention. Okay. That left a bad impression on me because it means to me that you don't give a shit about anybody else. Like you're just there. You're just thanking them because you have to, because you're right there in their face. That was my impression. Okay. It's not that hard to fake it either. All you have to do is fake it. And she failed at that. Anyway. It was either it was during her set. Okay. At a country concert, the folks, what's up, Brea Brand? I'm talking about a country concert I went to. I'm never going to one again. It's good to see you there again, brother. I can't remember the name. I can't remember their names. That's how much I don't care. So I went to a country concert with Swampy Y for her birthday because she likes them. Just to catch you up on speed, I'm just talking about how terrible it was. The sound was terrible. Everything was bad about it. Legitimately, I was falling asleep. No, Taylor Swift, hell no. She she has tried to get me to go, and I told her over my dead body, will I go to a Taylor Swift concert? There's absolutely nothing that she would be able to get out of me to go to a Taylor Swift concert. Them things probably stank too, man. Anyway, so I'm sitting there. Actually, I'm standing there, okay, because people stand up whenever the main guy comes out or whatever. The boys. So at a country concert, everybody gets drunk, okay? That's kind of what they do. They get rowdy and stupid. I don't drink. Nor, even if I did drink, I wouldn't have been drinking because I needed to drive back to the swamp. Okay, it's out of town. We drove a good ways, right, to get there. I was tired already. I was falling asleep at the damn concert. Country music just bores me. Thank you so much for the happy poop. I have no concept of what the fuck those are, but I appreciate it. Yeah. Like a damn Captain Morgan's or whatever. No, Captain D's. What's the name of that restaurant? Captain D's. We'll leave it there. That sounds appropriately named as well. But people behind us are getting rowdy. Okay, that's fine. I don't care. That doesn't bother me. You're at a concert. If you want to scream and be a dumbass, that's fine. That doesn't bother me because you're in public. You're in an open space. It's a free country. If you want to get rowdy, you can get rowdy. But what Buddy decided to do is, for whatever reason, he felt the need to take his hand and put it on the back of my head. Okay? And I'm talking like this. Imagine this is the back of your head right here, my forehead. He just went like that. That's fine. That doesn't bother me. I thought to myself, okay, maybe he's just a little touchy. That's fine. But then, about a minute or two later, I feel this on the back of my head, just like this. Okay. So any rational person's response to that is to grab their arm and break it. Right? I mean, if somebody's grabbing the back of your head, what are you supposed to do? You're not going to sit there and let somebody continue to grab your head, right? So I reacted appropriately. I grabbed his arm and I turned around. And I can't say what I said on stream because I'll probably get banned. But I will tell you this, brothers. The words that came out of my mouth caused the entire row. It caused the entire row, not just the one guy I was having an issue with, the entire row to get up and leave. I scared them that bad that they literally, the entire row of 20 plus people, however many people it was, I don't know, got up and got out. I'm just saying, my name's Swampy Grit for a reason. I will fuck you up if I have to. You know, I was trained by my Swampy Grit dad on how to handle people. I'm never an offensive person, as in I'm never the guy to attack. I'm always on the defense. I never assault. There's no reason to. There's no reason to do that. That's a terrible thing to do, right? She wasn't mad. She was scared because she knows that whenever I get to that point, that bodies are potentially about to fly if it gets to that point. You know, good on them. Yeah. So they're, again, the passive aggressiveness was there as they were leaving. So I sit back down and I put my arm around my wife. Okay. Because I don't know what they're about to do. So I'm putting my arm around her So that way, if they try to do something, I can maneuver her into me, or I can stop them from touching her. And then we'll figure it out from there. So as they were leaving, every single one of them passively aggressively kicked my arm, and they tried to make it look like it was accidental, but I'm not a dumbass. I know what they're doing. But I also know that they're a waste of energy and my time. You know what I'm saying? But she wasn't mad. She was just scared. And so I had to calm her down. And apparently I had to also calm down the people on the same row as me. I had to let them know that everything was okay. Like shit. I didn't know I was that intimidating, brothers. You know what I mean? I was like, damn. Literally the entire row got up. I guess they ain't used to that, because I did not give them an opportunity to apologize. So this guy was so drunk that I'm thinking that whenever I said something to him, brothers, any ounce of alcohol that was in his system immediately flooded out of his ass. I've never seen somebody look so horrified. Actually, I have. But I haven't seen somebody look that horrified in a long time. And it was so funny. Yeah, I cleared out the damn rows. But yeah, she most certainly did have a blast. The people did eventually come back because they paid for their tickets, you know, to be there. And we didn't have any more problems. So he learned his lesson. His brother learned his lesson. None of them tried. He did touch the back of my head one more time, but it was during a moment that he noticed Swampy Wife was happy that the song came on, so he was doing whatever he could in his power to try to ruin it. So since he only did it once and he didn't try it again, I let it slide because she was happy and I didn't want to get her stressed and tensed up again and ruin her hearing the song for the first time live that she was, you know, unexpectedly hearing, because it was like a surprise song and it was like one of her favorite songs or whatever. So I just disregarded it and let them get back to being dumbasses. But yeah, you know, I don't assault. I merely defend. I was raised to be a defender, and that's exactly my mentality. He wasn't hurting anybody. He wasn't hurting me. He wasn't a threat. He was just a drunk dumbass who thought he was Superman. So you try to get him to stop, and this is the best way to handle it, brothers. If you truly don't know how to handle it, you just look at him and you say, just come back and talk to me whenever you're not Superman, or, you know, whenever you think you're not Superman. Then we'll see if you really want to continue this conversation. 9 times out of 10, they start to come back to reality. The way I did it was the rude way. I did it the rude way. I did it the fast and to the throat way. And it caused that entire row to get up and leave for like an hour. Then they came back later. Yeah, I sobered him up quick. But I know that's what he was trying to do, was to ruin that whole situation with the song. Because whenever I didn't give him the reaction that he wanted, it's like a little kindergartner, brothers. That's kind of how they react. And since he didn't get the reaction that he wanted, he moved on to another couple a few rows down. Like, he literally went down to their row and pulled out his phone and started recording a selfie and dancing with the dude and the couple, and the girl. And you know what that guy did? Not a damn thing. And you know what I think about that? He obviously don't give a shit about his relationship, I guess. Or he's too big of a wimp to do anything about it. That is just how I analyze that situation. But me, I don't hold back, brothers. I'm straight to the point. I'm blunt. That's how I handle, like, if things get serious, that's how I handle it. I'm straight to the point, I'm blunt, and do not cut. You know, I do not beat around the bush because it's a waste of time. Beating around the bush don't get you anywhere. But I'll tell you what does. You're welcome. Sorry, brothers. I'm trying to correct my microphone stand. Clip it. Oh, I forgot to. There you go. Oh, where Scott at? He probably fell asleep, but oh, I said I was going to play my guitar. I forgot. Dang, it's already 1 o'clock. Damn, how long did I talk for, brothers? I feel like I wasn't talking that long. Yeah, dude. Yeah, you about to see the green eye. It ain't gonna be pink. It's just gonna skip to the next step of rotting out of my skull. Overall, though, I'm glad I'm glad Swamp Wife enjoyed it, because that's really the only reason I went, is because, you know, I wanted her to have a good birthday. She has a history of not having great birthdays. So I wanted to ensure that she, as long as she's with me, has good birthdays. Oh, I need to enter the dream. Good story though, epic story. Thank you, brother. Okay. Yeah, let's bust up that guitar real fast, brothers. I don't have the foot pedal set up yet, though. It's sitting below me. I really want to play around with it, but I don't understand how MIDI works, so I would probably be just a scared, confused child because I don't know how it works yet. All right, let me get her set up real fast. One more time, first attempt. Happy birthday to the Swampy Wife. Thank you, Brad Christoph. Hell yeah, brothers. Let me see here. Test, test, test. All right. Might have had that sensitivity a little too high. Maybe not. Turn it up. Get turned. Test, test. Test, test. Oh, do it. Yeah, we'll leave it max at about that decibel right there. Because I keep picking up background noise whenever I move. And this mic is supposed to be not as sensitive. Okay, there we go. Now it's starting to get. Okay, it didn't pick up my voice whenever I moved to the side there. Like, okay, that's good. That's a good sign. That's what I was hoping for. It was just a little too sensitive. I need to come over here, and then my voice just disappears like that. Oh, maybe we'll play around with it later. That's how I have it set up there, brothers. I play all the tones of my guitar are set up to go through this iPad. The controller's going to hook up into your workstation to control specific buttons as a digital instrument sounds banks. Okay. Right. Yes. Indeed. Yeah, there's multiple channels on this thing. There's, I don't know how many there are. I have 10 buttons and 2 expression pedals on it. It also looks like it was made in the 80s, which usually means it's going to be high quality. If you ask me anyway. You know what I'm saying, brothers? All right, let's stop this music here. How about a little Swamp King? Action. Hell yeah, brothers. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving here. Thank you, Brother Grimm. Post it on the Discord later. You want to check it out? I will, Brother Grimm. Thank you. I will do that. Did you brothers enjoy tonight's stream? Let me hear you if you're still there, brothers. Let's get loud one more time for tonight. Cooking. Love it. But needs some tube amps with more sustain. Yeah, I'm still playing around with this. It gives you the option to choose noise gate, obviously. I think I corrected my noise issue, Brer Christoph, so I had a lot of feedback, and I thought it was the guitar. But what I realized that I have done, or did rather, past tense, I had my guitar cables zip tied together with the electrical components and cables, their cables, right? So because of that, it was causing a lot of feedback. Does it still have a lot of feedback? Yes. Let me put it on the distorted channel right now, but without noise gate turned on. Give me about 6 hours to get out of this menu. I don't know where it's at. Legitimately, I don't know how to get out of this menu. This is the first. Oh, it's right here. I think I turned it off. Hold on. Brother Wen Tao. You're a skateboarder and an American rock band. You know Fu Manchu? Wowee, brother. That's pretty impressive. How you doing? It's good to see you, brother. I'm going to close it and reopen it because I don't know how to get to the menu that I was at. There it is. There's the. You see, it used to be a lot louder than that. Let's walk away from the electronics to see if it gets quieter. Not really. Let's turn that back on before we all get headaches. You prefer hip hop music to Pac? And them some pretty good music there, brothers. But we got the better music here in the swamp. All right, Brer Grim, I appreciate you, brother. I'm cooked too. I feel it, brother. You have a great night, and thank you for the happy poop 10 joules. I think. Thank you, brother. If you have time, maybe we'll see you tomorrow. Getting tired, obviously, brothers. Rage Against the Machine, huh? I forget what songs they have because they all sound the same. I got something in my eyeball and it's about to make me pass out. All right, I'm obviously starting to lose my mind, brother, so we probably should put the guitar down, huh? But I do want to thank you, brothers, for being here. If I get the opportunity, I will begin an early stream tomorrow. I would like to try to get as much of Wuchang as done as possible, okay? So that way, maybe if we get the time later, we can have ourselves a little old Merry Christmas in the Battlefield 6 open beta. If any brothers would like to join, they're more than welcome to. Just join the Discord. If you haven't already, type the command !Discord to get the URL invitation, and you are more than welcome to jump in that bad boy. I do reach out to your brothers a lot in there, so it's another way to connect to me, especially if you need something real quick or if you have any questions about streaming or tech or programming or whatever else. I don't mind chatting it up with you brothers, trying to help out whenever I have the time, okay? Or just to have somebody to talk to. We're pretty nice brothers in the swamp. But thank you, Brer Christoph. Thank you so much, Brer Grim, for the new membership and the jewels, whatever the fuck that is. So that's pretty cool. And everyone else, Brer Skynet, Brer Jeremy, thanks for lurking and dirking, Brother Bussy Chungus, aka Bussy Bandit. I appreciate y'all being here, brothers. And enjoy the rest of your evenings. Be safe. Have a great